Body language speaks volumes. Fritz Goldman steps in now with the sneaky ways hiring managers can tell if you are the right candidate for the job.
Joining us this morning is Ladan Nikravam, who is a career counselor with Career Builder. And your company did a survey recently, and it's sort of funny. It's about mistakes and unusual things that people do at interviews, sort of gaffes and faux pas. So tell me about a few of those most unusual things.
Sure, they are very unusual. We do this survey year after year and just keep seeing very wacky things. A lot have to do with food, which is always surprising to me. A hiring manager said that someone came in with a pizza, ate the pizza during the interview, didn't share it. Someone else ate crumbs off the table during an interview. Someone told the hiring manager that if they wanted to go to heaven, they would hire the candidate so that they could get in. Yep. Another one is when asked about why they should be hired, why they would be a good part of the team, a candidate said they had really great hair. So that's a good reason to be part of the team.
Well, I suppose if you're going to be like a hair salon, that would work.
That's true. It does depend on the job. You don't know.
Now, as far as these particular things, I mean, you were mentioning in the survey that it's that first impression that counts. I think it was like 5 minutes or something that the hiring manager knows immediately whether they're going to be moving ahead or not.
Yes, it is. About 50% of employers say that within the first 5 minutes they know whether they're going to, like you said, move on with a candidate. So the body language that you present, the things that you do, they're going to stick with someone. So you want to make sure you're presenting yourself the way you want to be presented.
Well, that's a perfect segue into some tips for us to not only avoid these, but to put your best foot forward.
Yeah, we asked employers what are things that employees can do that you or candidates can do that you automatically think, this isn't going to work out. And the first one was lying. So you really want to make sure that you are not lying or even exaggerating, because these things are going to be checked. A lot of companies, majority do background checks, so you're going to get caught essentially. So lying, or avoiding lying rather, is very important. The other one that was a red flag to employers was being arrogant. So again, you want to make sure that you're presenting yourself the way you want to be presented, not entitled, not arrogant. And the last tip I would have is to dress appropriately. Do a little bit of research before you go in for an interview, because you don't want to be overdressed. That's always better than being underdressed. But it's nice to see that you've done some research on the culture of the company and come in still dressed up, elevated a bit, but that you match the vibe of what you're going to be working for, hopefully.
And I think you had a survey once in last summer that had people in the dressing thing that actually wore like a tuxedo.
Yes.
So that's maybe a bit over the top.
Definitely, definitely. You want to present your best self. You want to be yourself too. That's important. But you also want to make sure it's appropriate for the setting you're going into.
Well, Ladan, thanks for joining us today.
Of course. Thank you.